Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel, Thrive by Day. Um, I've been trying to get this video to you guys for so long now, and I've been trying to make it, get it edited nicely and get the message out there, but I don't know about you, but I'm struggling with this whole COVID thing, and plans are not coming out the way they are, or that I intended. So what I'm doing is I'm giving it to you raw. I'm giving it to you, this is me, and I'm putting myself out there. I am very much struggling with all of what's going on, as I'm sure as the world is. I'm not alone in this, but one thing that I'm finding is a huge issue for me is I moved back home with my mom. If anybody can relate to this story, please stay with me till the end of this, and feel free to comment below and tell me your situation, where you're tuning in from, if you tune in. I really want to know that you guys are all safe, and if you're not safe, could you please divulge some of what you're going through, so that we can drive home more the message of how serious this is. I know I fluctuate between taking this very seriously and driving myself crazy because I'm taking it so seriously. I'm trying to find the balance of take it seriously but live my life in whatever way I can. Right now I'm living with my mom, I started to say, and although I am very happy that I have that ability, and I'm so thankful that I have her, and she's so thankful that she has me. I'm 32, and the reason I moved back home with her is because she's actually in the original target age of she's in her retirement years, and she has been battling ovarian cancer for the last 10 years. So she's kind of in that very fragile state, and we're worried that we won't see each other again, kind of thing. But one thing that we're struggling with, and it's something we struggled with our entire lives since I was a teenager, kind of thing, is knowing that it is very hard to live with each other. We just have different personalities and somewhat similar personalities, but different ways of viewing the world and seeing what can be done. She's very old school and has very traditional thoughts, and I am more freestyle or flowing artist type of thing, and creative, and I don't create well when I'm with people. I tend to flourish better when I'm by myself. But what I'm struggling with right now is trying to get my creativity and still be there for my mom, here for my mom. But I'm struggling with it because I can't do both. I'm having trouble doing both. I know that there's gotta be some way I can find a balance, but it's difficult. My mom and I love each other the world over, and that is not in question here. I know sometimes she questions it because when I try to pull away and do things for myself, she's an only mother. She's a single mom, older parent, never was married. I don't have a dad because she chose to have me through artificial insemination. So literally, it is literally just me and her in my life. And I am so thankful and so grateful that I have her. I'm whispering because she's actually upstairs sleeping right now, so I'm trying to be respectful. But I don't know what you guys are struggling with, but if you have similar situations, if you're living with somebody that you haven't lived with in a while, or you're stuck living with somebody that, you love, but you can't really just step away from them, and you're trying to work. Like, I keep quoting myself because work is something I've been trying to struggle with before this whole thing hit. I was trying to get myself out there and start to try to, I've been kind of not a part of the world for quite a while. I've actually been very socially isolated myself for the last few years because I have like social anxiety, and I haven't been working for 10 years and I've been on ODSP for the last 4 because we found out that I had ADHD, and it has affected my entire life that we didn't know about. So I have a number of issues, and I was just getting myself feeling good about getting off of it and getting out into the world. But then the world decided to do all this, and clearly telling me I wasn't ready. Or somebody wasn't ready. I don't know. They weren't ready for me, maybe. I don't know. But it's hard because I don't know where to turn, and I don't know where to go. My mom is my biggest supporter, but she's also my biggest drawback. Like, she loves me and she wants the best for me, but sometimes her advice and the things that she says, I am a very sensitive person. And lately she's been getting very sensitive, but in completely different ways. Like, we both take things really personally. So whenever we give each other criticism or help, it doesn't go over well. And I actually have an option. The option where I live is very secluded outside of a city, and I've been struggling with whether I go back and forth or not. That does, I know, open up the possibility of possible transmission. I don't know. I mean, nobody's ever been in my trailer that has contracted this thing, so it's just going to be me. But then it's the issue of I leave my mom behind and feel like, because she doesn't want to live, like, this is her home, and I'm the one that needs the space, and it's hard for me to do that. We have the opportunity, so I feel like I need to take it while it's open, because I don't know how much this all is going to blow up even more before it's over. But I am just, the day that they say you can't even travel, I'm just gonna, like, I don't even know, we're gonna go insane, because I need to be able to get out of, when I'm frustrated, I go nuts, I explode, I feel bad, I feel like it's not good. I feel so bad that I explode. My temper just gets to the point and I boil over. And I feel like a crappy daughter because of it. I feel like a crappy person, but I know that it's just my inability to handle letting my mom down and putting my needs first. She would tell you that I've been selfish my whole life. But I could turn the tables and tell her that she has also been a little bit, and that wouldn't go very well. So, people are just selfish, and the thing is, she wants me to put her first, and I do. And I know that she puts me first a lot, but the reasons aren't necessarily as pure as she would like to think. I know that some of the things that she does for me, they're, it's that whole struggle of empty nest syndrome. She's never really grown comfortable with the idea of me being off in the world because she's left alone. And I get that. It's sad. It's scary when you're alone. And I don't want to be alone forever. But I am 32 and I'm trying to make my life happen. And it's hard when you have such a close bond with somebody who is alone. And if you guys have dealt with this kind of situation, please feel free to leave in the comments below. I'm sure I sound like a crappy daughter in this whole situation, that, it's hard, but I think it's just being human. Like, it's hard to disappoint your parents. It's hard to make a decision that is something that they're completely against, and it could tear them apart. But at the same time, I am trying to live my life on my terms and be unapologetically myself. And I know that once I do get there, and then once I make the attempt to get out and make something of myself, once this is all done, I'm trying right now, while it's going on, to get prepped so that when this thing leaves, whenever it does, if it does, I hope it's not an if, but what do you know, I hope that I can make this the life I want it to be, and I get to the end of it, not the end of it, but I get to a point where she sees that I'm progressing and I'm doing well, and she can be happy for me, not feel like I'm leaving her. It's hard, but anyway, I just wanted to give a little bit of, I just wanted to talk, see if anybody else out there has similar situations. I want to kind of talk about real life stuff, struggles, and because that's how we learn to thrive. I've named this channel Thrive by Day because I'm Day, last name Day, and thrive was the word that came to me when I was thinking about my titles and names and stuff, because it really does speak volumes. Like, when you thrive, you can't help but get your whole body into the word. What it feels like to thrive in this life, it's just so powerful. And I want to be that power for you. I want this to be a place where you come to feel inspired, to feel connected. In this time, we need it more than ever. But I also want it to be real. And I want it to be you seeing me flawed. I want you to see the raw topics. I want you to hear the raw topics and see me in the raw kind of thing, because at the end of the day, I think that this whole thing happened because to teach us some lesson that we need to learn. Whether it's humanity, bring it back, or whether it's reach out and stay connected to people, get back to being connected to people. Like, we've been losing our humanity. And to all those people who can't seem to grasp the idea of staying home or staying isolated, like, I'm not judging. I get it. It's so hard in this situation, especially if you're somebody who is like me, who feels trapped. If they have this feeling like they're trapped, they just can't deal with it. That's why when I can, I go for a drive. Like, if I have to, like, I just can't deal with things anymore, I go get my car and I just drive. I'm not getting out. I'm not even getting Timmy's anymore, because I want to support them, but at the same time, that seems sketchy to me. how many people are driving up to Timmy's every day, and people are coming up with new symptoms all the time. Like, it's scary. So my thinking is I'm just going to be going between my house and this house. Like, I'm not going to be making contact with anybody. Like, I'm getting paranoid, but at the same time, my paranoia I still can't be trapped in one place forever. So God help me, and God help us all if that's what it ever comes down to. Like, it scares me, because if that does happen, I mean, I'm gonna have to obviously comply with it, but I just don't know how I'll deal with it. My mom and I, we try to have like conversations. I try to have conversations every day, just to keep us both, learning how each other works. But we haven't reached that point yet where I can just listen to her and not feel that breaking point. And she doesn't, and like, it's back and forth. Like, we both snap at each other. She doesn't really snap. She just kind of goes quiet. She's one of those people that just goes quiet, and then it's even worse. Because when she's really mad, she just goes quiet. Or waits for you to finish and then gives you the look like, and I'm done. All my videos aren't going to be like this. They're not going to be as venti, I hope. I mean, I'm creating a few different, what's the word? Topics, I guess. Different divisions of this video platform. And I want you guys to be a part of it. I want you guys to come and be a part of my Thrive by Day family, and we can learn and grow and get through this together, because we don't really have a choice. I mean, you do. You can choose not to be here, but I really hope that you do choose me, because I could really use some friends. And I want to be someone that helps. I don't have a lot of resources, but I do have a heart, and I have an open ear and shoulder. So please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you found any of this relatable or comforting or anything. If you felt anything about it, even if you feel annoyed, please just talk to me. It's getting to that point. Okay? Well, I hope you guys have a great Friday. It just turned Friday, so hope you have a great Friday. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I actually have something planned for the next video, so stay tuned.